first topic I want to talk about really quick before we get into some other things is that I don't like bitch ass niggas. And the reason why I want to start off with that is because
game is about helping us learn the rules of manhood. And a lot of times what happens is we don't fully believe in the rules. We don't fully believe in the information.
You cannot fear rejection.
We got to stand on business out there, meaning that the bitches ain't gonna even fuck with me if they don't think that I'm willing to go the distance behind some shit.
everybody in this room, if you had a bitch ass moment, raise your hand.
When I say I am, I want you to say a motherfucking man. I am a motherfucking man.
Like I said, y'all should have bitches. I'm amazed. It's a struggle for some of y'all.
Once you find something that you're into, it comes before everything else. And then even when you deal with a woman who's into you, she has to compete with that thing, whatever the fuck that is, right?
Stand up if you believe in fear. Stand up right now. Everybody stand the fuck up.
You know, I say bitch a lot and nigga a lot, but, you know, it's with good intention and a lot of love in it and whatnot.
If I'm feeling insecure, is this really me, or did somebody teach me how to feel this way?
I am a motherfucking man.
Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Top Soil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Yo. What's poppin'? What's good, people? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. And listen, today, guys, today's show is going to be amazing, as usual. But, you know, I like when topics like these come up because, it's a good way to show how important game is, but also to show that, a lot of guys love to cope, which is why they have issues in the game and all that other shit. But shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Who we got up in here? We got monogamous player AJ Lino, Frankie Shy in the building. Shout out to my lady April MC in the motherfucking building. Shout outs to who else we got up in here? Shout outs to Joe Blast in the motherfucking building. Shout out to Bad Boy Rick. Shout out to Shabu, Big B Daddy. Shout out to you, Phoenix Smiles in the building. Fat John, what's going on? It's over 9K. What's popping with you? Nick J in the building. Monroe Josh, what's going on? Out of Mine, was good? Student, what's going on with you? Palm Trees in the building. Dawson in the building. What's going on? Beloved is up in the building. So shout out to everybody. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about, are women distracting you from being successful? Okay, we got to get into this. Are women actually distracting y'all motherfuckers from being successful? Are they taking time away from you being on your purpose, guys? This is what we want to talk about today and discuss this, because I hear a lot of guys they have issues with this, right? So a lot of guys will say, I get this question all the time. They'll say, Lucario, should I stop dealing with women and take time, and take time to work on my purpose or work on the things that I want to work on, right? And what you guys have to understand is that the problem with a lot of guys is the reason why they feel they need to take time away from dealing with women, right, to focus on these other things, is because they are not focused on themselves in the first place. Because if you're focused on yourself in the first place, that means that when women deal with you, when they interact with you, they would only be interacting with you and dealing with you on your terms. So therefore, you wouldn't have to take time away, because them dealing with you would be on your time. You see what I'm saying? So the problem with a lot of guys is that the reason why they have this thought is because in all these other aspects of their life, they basically, they're like, I'm gonna go to the gym 4 times a week. I'm gonna go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, right? So they schedule the time to go to the gym. They schedule the time to work on whatever they work on. They schedule the time to go to work and into school or whatever the fuck it is, right? So they do all these things, right? And they're able to do it. Now, the reason why they can't do the same thing when it comes to dealing with women is because these motherfuckers allow women to run them. And that's the reason why a lot of guys have issues when it comes to dealing with women, is because they let the women run them. So they're like, I got to take time away from this woman, right? Because she's running the show, she's running my life, and I'm not able to get anything done. She got me thinking about it all the time. She's arguing with me. I'm emotional about her. So now I need to take time away from all of this bullshit with dealing with these women so that I could focus on me. But see, if you were focusing on you and you had game, that means that women would fall under your structure and under your program. It's that simple, right? So now what I want to do is I'm gonna bring up this video. And it's by this dude named Luke Belmar. I didn't even know who this guy was. Somebody sent me this video, whatever. And it's hold on, wait. What is Tech Stalker saying? He said, Luke Belmar is a real one. Lucario treats game like a religion. It's easier to get rich without dating women. Facts. You see, and this is why I have to do videos like this. This is why, for guys like Tech Stalker, I have to do videos like this. You understand what I'm saying? Because dudes out here think just like this. I got to do so. Tech Stalker, I'm so glad you're here, because you need to not only watch this, you need to take notes. You need to study those notes. Then you should make I need a book report with an objective body and conclusion about what you learned, double spaced. You understand what I'm saying? Because you need to really understand what the hell's going on here. So I didn't know who Luke Belmar was. Shout out to him. This is no video disparaging him and all this other stuff, but I'm going to pull up some videos where he's talking about some things, and then we're going to get into this. But it says Luke Belmar is an internet personality, investor, an entrepreneur who was born in Argentina and moved to the U.S. at the age of 16. Okay, so he does internet stuff, investing, and all that other good shit, right?
You said Tech Stalker deleted his whole comments. Come on, Tech Stalker. Stick with your shit, bro. Stick with your shit. But anyway. So let me pull up this video real quick. So I actually got two videos. I'm gonna pull up this first one though. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna pull up this first one, and then we're gonna get into this. Hold on. Let me share the screen. Let me share the screen on this joint. So this one says, this is a video. Let me bring this up. Hold on. Why do I have I got the other shit on the background. Hold on. Let me change this background real quick. Let me change the background. We take that off. Okay. See if I can do this background right here. Yeah, let's do that. Fuck it. Let's do that shit. Let me pull this up real quick, make this a little bigger. Pause. Right. And then let me do this on my shit right here to get it a little bit. Let me do that. Yeah, there we go. So now this video right here is titled. Oh, Tech said his comment is there, so he didn't take it out. Okay, cool. So all right, so this video is called Luke Belmar Reveals Secrets About Girls and Dating. I'm sorry, I gotta put the thing on there first because first of all, I gotta say this, right? You will never see me on a video being interviewed and it's titled Mr. Locario Reveals Secrets About Fitness and Health, or Mr. Locario Reveals Secrets About the Moon. Mr. Locario reveals secrets about biology. And no, you know why? Because I don't know nothing about that shit. You see what I'm saying? So how you gonna reveal secrets about something you don't know? You understand? Now, if Luke is an investor, he can reveal secrets about investing, maybe, but not about dating and women. You're gonna find out soon as to why. Okay, let's start this.
Or dating falls on your list of priorities, but if you're a broke motherfucker, bro, maybe you can't be chasing the women. Maybe you got to be chasing the paper, bro.
Yeah.
I like to hang out with the boys.
Hold on. So already he says this, and let's replace the word chasing with pursuing, because we're not chasing here. I don't agree with chasing women at all. You understand what I'm saying? So first, let's differentiate between chasing and pursuing. So chasing means that you are trying to go after women who are not interested in you, and you're simping and you're running behind them, right? Pursuing women is you actively going out there to engage and interact with women. So let's continue.
To do my thing, but I'm a digital stoic, brother. I got my sexual energy under control. There's a verse in the Bible that says,
hold on.
As a man thinketh, so is he. So whatever you're thinking about, that's who you will become. Because thoughts lead to actions, actions lead to habits, habits lead to lifestyle. And that lifestyle is what dictates who you are, brother.
What's your situation with women in relationships? Because I imagine being the way you are, you would have extremely high standards of picking a potential partner. Is that something you're entertaining, or are you just like tunnel vision focused at the moment? Because I know from my own experience.
Yeah, what's your opinion? What's your take on that?
So I think during my 20s, particularly my late 20s, when I finally I was content with who I was, had the confidence, had the chat, had, you got age on your side as well, like you're becoming more mature, more importantly, you got the money, you got the status. I did everything which I wanted to do, and I entertained, I spent a lot of time going on dates, going on holidays, just time with women. And I've come to the realization now that that is not an efficient use of my time.
Now let me stop right there. That's not even Luke talking right now, but this the host or whatever. So he said he went out and did all these things, and he felt like it was not an efficient use of his time. Right now, what happens is sometimes people could come to that realization after they do all these things and be like, you know what? I don't really like the fact that I did that shit. But what happens is this is when you have game, right? What you do is that all uses of your time is efficient because you are the one who creates the situations you're in on a conscious and practical level, meaning you're not doing anything by mistake. You understand what I'm saying? Every move you make, everywhere you're going, everything you're doing is based on you actually making that decision. So whatever you're doing is not going to be a waste of time, right? Because you're the one making those decisions and you know exactly what you want. So it's one thing if he said, you know, like a person says, hey, you know, I went and did this thing, or I was over here, it wasn't really for me, and you know, I'm not going to do that anymore. But what he said was that he basically was doing a lot of this or being consistent with this, which means is that he was doing this over and over again, didn't realize, oh, damn, I don't really like this until later on. But this is really what happens a lot of times in these situations. It's not that it's a waste of time. It's that a lot of these guys expect certain things to come out of that situation to make them feel better about their lives. So some guys might be chasing validation, chasing happiness through dealing with women. And so what happens is that when they don't get that thing they thought they were going to get by doing those things, then, oh, that was a waste of time because I didn't get what I thought I should have gotten out of the situation. But let's continue.
And I think I'm in a position now, especially with the way things are going, the momentum that's built up, the opportunities that are coming my way. I don't think it's a good time to be in a relationship. And I think it would be unfair to try and be in a relationship with someone who maybe, you know, wants a boyfriend who's going to spend more time with them and go do this with them, do that with them, whatever it might be.
Hold on. See, we haven't even gotten to Luke yet. The host is already talking that shit. So he said he feels like it's going to be unfair to be a boyfriend to a woman because you don't have enough time to do this. Again, guys, listen to what the fuck I'm saying. You create the structure of the relationship. So if you're seeing a woman and you tell this woman, let's say y'all been seeing each other for, you know, a year or so, right? And you decide, you know what? You are good girlfriend material. You're good candidate for girlfriend. You know what you tell her? Hey, listen, guess what? This whole thing that I've been doing, you've already known that I'm busy. And what happens is that I'm going to be even more busy as the next couple of weeks, months, or even the next year is going to be based on how I'm planning out my life. So I will take you on as a girlfriend, but these are the days and these are the times that we're going to be together. Period. So either you're with it or you're not. You understand? See, again, these guys, they don't understand the power that they have. You can tell the girl, hey, I have time to see you once a week. You understand what I'm saying? I have time to see you at this time. This is going to be our time. You created and orchestrated. You see what I'm saying? Because see, Tech Stalker, right, in the chat, what do you, let me see the thing he said. He said, where was it? Okay, there we go. He said, I can see that, but others can't. I don't know why. I stand on it though. Women drain energy. It's not a comment I would run from. So Tech Stalker thinks women drain his energy, and which can be true for Tech Stalker because Tech Stalker doesn't know how to create a situation where his energy is not drained. You see what I'm saying? This is real simple. Your energy gets drained because you allow women to drain your energy. If you create a situation of how you want it, your energy won't be drained. Because what you do is that you get rid of women who are not cooperative. If they're cooperating, they're going with what you're doing. If they're uncooperative, they're not. So when you notice the uncooperative behavior, you get rid of them. So how can they drain you when they're not there? You understand? So if I tell a woman to do A, B, and C, and she says, I'm not trying to do A, B, and C, and I'll be like, all right, cool, no problem. You have a nice life. At what point can she drain me when she's not there? She's no longer there. So how does she drain me? But let's continue.
I think I might just have to go off and do my own thing at this point in time.
I was asked earlier today by somebody I was sitting with, who said they just recently they had a trade job. They're an electrician, and they're like, hey, you know what? I'm thinking about getting into the dating scene. Maybe have like $10,000 to their name, $5,000. I'm like, is that on your list of priorities? Mm-hmm. Right. So it all comes down to priorities. It's not whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's what is it that you're trying to accomplish in life? Like, what is your plan? Mm-hmm. Is a woman, right, as beautiful as they are, as fun as it is to have them around, is that on your list of priorities as a man? Or are there things that top that list of priorities that are more important? So for me, I've only been on one date my entire life. I've only been with one woman my entire life.
So he says he's been on only one date his entire life and one woman his entire life. So how are we listening to Luke Belmar's revealing secrets about girls and dating? Huh? Really? So you've been with one woman your entire life and been on one date your entire life. So can this guy give you secrets to reveal about girls and women? I don't think so. And listen, there's nothing wrong with him being with that one woman his entire life. There ain't nothing wrong with that. If that's how you want to roll, that's how you want to roll. But he doesn't have the experience to tell you secrets and game about women and girls or girls and dating and all this other stuff. You've only been out with your girl. But I want y'all to remember he said that. But let's continue.
And I've been with her for quite some time, but
you still with it?
Yes. And the reason being, and I've never shared this, and the reason being is I'm a person that's content. I get DMs every single day. You know what I mean? But I don't want to entertain.
Hold on, let me hit the button. Let's talk about DMs real quick. So let me put y'all onto some game. This is why y'all come here, right? A woman DMing you in most cases is not a good thing. Y'all motherfuckers think it's a good thing. A woman DMing you really in most cases is not a good thing. And let me tell you why. So let's use Luke Belmar, for example. He's like, I'm getting a lot of DMs. So I'm assuming he's saying he's getting a lot of DMs from, women on Instagram that's probably trying to get at him. You understand what I'm saying? Now, why do you think women would probably be trying to get at Luke Belmar? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because he's Luke Belmar. Maybe because he's popular online. Maybe because they know that he's making money, right? So a lot of times what happens is that when a woman is coming at you in your DMs, a lot of times what happens is the type of women generally who are trying to finesse you in some form or fashion. And the reason why they do that is because they think or assume that you're the type of guy they can do that to. You understand what I'm saying? And so what you guys have to understand is that when you're on Instagram and you're on, social media, and let's say, you're basically showing what you do, right? So he's an internet marketer and he does like stuff on the internet. So I'm sure a lot of the women see the stuff that he's doing and what's going on. So what happens is that they're going to come at him in his DM to try to see if they can impose their agenda on him. And this is what happens with a lot of guys who are in these types of positions, or a lot of guys who flash stuff on the internet and all that other stuff, or who's just sort of visible. Women will go into your DMs and try to holler at you. When you don't have game, what's going to happen is that they're going to try to impose their agenda on you. Now, usually women will not DM guys they know that they can't get away with that shit with. You understand what I'm saying? Because women understand that if they're dealing with a guy who has game, they have to do things on his terms. And so sometimes what happens is that the woman knows that she may not necessarily want to do things on that guy's terms, which is why she doesn't DM him or talk to him at all. But a lot of guys get gassed up when they get DMs because they think, oh shit, I got a DM. Oh man, she's hot. And then what happens is that she starts running her game on you. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how that shit goes. You understand what I'm saying? When a lot of times when chicks be trying to holler at niggas in these DMs. But let's continue.
In the divisiveness of energy, you only have X amount of time and energy in the day, right? So I want to make sure that the energy that I'm inputting is returning in some way, shape, or form. People go on dates. Okay, what do you get from it? Okay, you get some pussy. Okay, perfect. Okay, you get some exhilarating fun. Perfect. You also ruin some people's lives in the process.
Wait. What? He said you go on date to get some pussy, you have some fun, and sometimes you ruin people's lives in the process. How? What are we talking? I'm lost on that one. Somebody in the chat, let me know what the fuck he talking about. How you ruin some people's lives. But what's funny is that he said he went on one date and he's been with this girl forever. So don't you also get a girlfriend out of dates or a person you could be with for a long time, right? So how are you sort of disregarding dating, but at the same time you're with your woman because you went on that one date with her? So wouldn't it make sense for a guy to date so maybe he can be in a similar situation as you? Huh? Let's continue.
But what are you getting from that? Okay, there might be some people that have different philosophies. You can go pick up chicks. People can do whatever the fuck they want. Like, I honestly don't care. But I also know the level of distraction and the amount of effort that is required to be in that scene, to be doing those things. And to me, it's just not on my list of priorities.
See, what's interesting is that he keeps talking about priorities, right? And this is the problem. This is the issue. And I want you guys to pay attention to exactly what I'm about to say. So he's saying, well, is women your priority? Is like, being successful and doing these other things. You got to figure out what your priority is, bro, right? What you have to understand is this. Is that your priority, right, should not be about particular things. You understand? And people and circumstances. Because what happens is that when you do that, what you do is that you put certain things on a pedestal, and in your mind, you start to think that this is better than that, and that is better than this, and this is more important than that, and that is better than this. So now it gives you a way to have a coping mechanism for when you're not actually getting what you really want. So now you can say, oh, you know what? I'm not going to deal with these women because it's more important that I just go out there and make $1 billion. Or, I'm not going to deal with women. It's more important that I get in the gym in Gym Max, bro, right? Because what you're doing is that you are looking at it in the sense of, I have to have either this or that. And if I'm dealing with women, I can't have this. So if I want to have this, I can't deal with women. Now, when it comes to priority, what you need to do is prioritize yourself. Because when you prioritize yourself, all the things fall under that thing. You understand what I'm saying? All the things, all the situations fall under that. So now you don't have to say, well, should I take time from dealing with women to make money? Or am I dealing with too much women and is that taken away from my money? You ain't got to even have that conversation because everything you're doing is flowing in a direction of where you're going anyway. Do you understand what I'm saying? Meaning that if you say to yourself, listen, I go to the gym 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right? The same way where you create the structure of how you fit gym into your life, how come you can't do that with women? How come you can't say, you know what? I'm only going out on the weekends to talk to women, right? How come you can't do that? How come you can't say, you know what? I'm only going to entertain or interact with women who follow my lead. How come you can't do that? Right? Because with doing that, you're making yourself the priority. It's real simple. But see, what happens is that the issue is a lot of guys don't have game. So what they do is that they cope to make themselves feel better about the fact that they don't have game. So then they say things like, you know what? It's just a waste of time dealing with all these women. Just focus on your paper, bro. You know, get your priorities right, bro. You know, just you know, get your paper and the women will come. You know, when they say stupid shit like, you know, you'll never lose women chasing money, but you always lose money chasing women, right? They say that stupid shit. Because what happens is that they're trying to cope with the fact that they don't know how to deal with women. It's that simple. But let's continue.
Not whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's just on my level of priorities that is so far down the totem pole that a good thing at the wrong time can be a bad thing. It's like giving a razor to a baby and expecting the baby not to get cut. The problem isn't the razor. The problem isn't the dating. The problem isn't the woman. Maybe the problem is you.
Finally. Thank you, Luke. Finally. He said, maybe the problem isn't this. The problem is you. So if the problem is you, then why are you worried about what the fuck the women are doing? Why are you worried about, oh man, these women are distracting and they take up too much time and energy? Really? Or do you allow them to take up time and energy? Oh, these women are distracted. Really? Or are you allowing them to distract you? You see what I'm saying? But let's continue.
Maybe you're in a situation where you can't handle a relationship. Maybe you're in a situation where you need to focus on yourself. Maybe you're in a situation where you need to develop. You need to become a man.
Second, I have a friend who's he's in a similar situation. He like has no money, struggling to make money, but he's having the time of his life, and he is in a relationship, and he's also trying to pay for her as well. Everything.
It's fucking madness,
and
bro.
he's like he's trapped,
absorbed.
Yeah, he can't. He's living with her, spending far too just way too much time with her. Any money that comes in, half of it has to go to her.
And see, and whose fault is that? So that guy he's talking about, you know what he's going to say? You know, women are a distraction, bro. They just drain me. These women drain me. No, nigga, that you're allowing that. You're allowing it. That's your fault. Well, let's continue.
And then he doesn't get any time to himself to build something that's actually going to earn him money.
I think, brother, I think the important thing is, number one, boundaries. People get into relationships and they assume that they have to be with somebody the entire day, all day long. Dude, I travel 4, 5, 6 months out of the year by myself, do my own thing. I don't need to be out here on a couch watching Netflix, hugging and cuddling every single day. What the fuck is that bullshit? I'm not doing that. If you look at,
you found someone who is,
see, so if he says that he's not doing all those things, then what is this conversation about, you know, the distractions of the priorities and the women draining and all this other stuff? Like, what are we talking about? Because this is what I was saying earlier. You create that. If he's like, I'm out the country, you know, this amount of time, or I'm doing this, or I'm traveling, cool. So then you create a structure when you're dealing with women to make that happen. You understand what I'm saying? For them to be under that situation. But let's continue.
Stable, brother, because you set the parameters ahead of any sort of interaction and relationship, setting the boundaries and letting people know, hey,
this is my life, this is what I do,
and welcome on board. And if you're not on board, like, sorry, but that's
exactly. So this is what we're saying. So if that's the case, then what's all this talk about pushing the interaction with women to the side to focus on your quote unquote priority? You see what I'm saying? It's like, it's so weird when I hear guys talk about one thing, but then flip it within the same conversation. That's interesting. You feel what I'm saying? That's interesting. But let's continue.
That's the name of the game. And that doesn't mean I need to find 90 different girls, 10 different girls That just means I need to understand what's my mission, what's my purpose, what's my priority. And based off of that spectrum, right? Like we talked about, obey that list of priorities that you're in. That's the first part. The second part, as a person with a lot of money, with a lot of connections, with a lot of resources, this concept of being a playboy, this concept of going and sleeping with a ton of women or being unfaithful is popularized per se.
And see, we're going to get into this. Okay. What happens is this, and I noticed this with a lot of guys who don't have experience with women. They low key don't like niggas who have a lot of experience with women, meaning they low key don't like guys who, you know, have the skill and the know-how, the game in order to, you know, get women. You feel what I'm saying? Like they really don't like that shit on the low. Because what happens is that it makes them question themselves sometimes. They're like, well, wait, how come I haven't had that experience? And I wonder what that's like. And, you know, so then what happened is that they'll try to downplay it. Like it's something wrong with it, or, oh, well, you're, you know, that's why you're not doing this because you're focused on these women and all. They try to do that stuff. Now, what happens is I don't agree with being unfaithful, meaning if you're in a monogamous relationship and you tell your woman, hey, we're going to be together and that's it, then just do that. Right. But as far as like being a player and all of that, nigga, if you want to be a player, be a player. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit. But the problem is that people try to, again, look at these things in this way, like, oh, well, this is this way and that's that way. And, you know, you shouldn't be doing this because you should be doing this other thing. And if you're doing this other thing, then you can't do this thing. And it's like, come on, stop with the nonsense. Let's continue.
But it's not for me. I believe in loyalty. I believe in integrity. And if trust isn't there, right? And if I can't,
what's the point?
And if I can't be in a situation whereby I can be an honest person, then how can my community expect me to be honest with them? If I can't honor the person that I sleep in bed with, how can I honor everybody? How am I going to honor my business partner? I was once sitting with a guy. We went golfing. I didn't golf. I was just watching. I don't play golf. And he had just canceled $100 million deal that he had because he found out that the guy who was going to do the deal with had cheated on his wife. And he sat there and he looked at me and I was like, dude, you canceled $100 million deal. It's just business. He's like, it's not just business. If he cheated on the person that he sleeps with, there's a high likelihood that he'll cheat on me.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not that it's going to happen or not. It's the fact that there's character flaws that can be changed that a person needs to work on. So it's a personal
Let's stop the bullshit. Let's stop the bullshit. He said, yo, he said that the dude he was talking to was canceled 100. I think that, well, first of all, I think that's all cap. Okay, let's cut the bullshit. Let's stop with the nonsense.
Why the fuck you lying?
That's all cap. So he said that a guy turned down or canceled $100 million deal because he found out the guy he was going to do the deal with cheated on his wife or his girl or whatever. Get the entire fuck out of here. Get the entire fuck out of here. Because then he said the guy's excuse was, well, if he's cheating on her, he's going to cheat on me in business. Get the entire fuck out of here. Now, let's break this down. Why this is a bunch of bullshit. And this is why people make goofy moves when they don't have game. Now, let's say this just for sake of argument, this is true, even though I believe it's some bullshit. But let's say for sake of argument, this is true, right? What happens is that what he's saying in this situation, right? He's sort of saying this in the sense of the saying of how you do one thing is how you do all things, right? But what happens is that, so he's saying if you cheated on your wife, you're probably going to cheat on me in business, so I don't want to fuck with you, right? The problem with that is that the saying of how you do one thing is how you do everything is correct, but there's a part people leave out. What it really is how you do one thing in a particular context is how you do everything in that same particular context. So what does that mean? So let's say, for example, right? I don't like, let's say, for example, somebody says, Lucario, you know, you're really consistent when it comes to these live streams and coaching. And you're really consistent with, you know, spending time with your girl. And you're really consistent with, you know, playing video games or some shit, right? Now, on the flip side, they might say, Lucario, you're really inconsistent with going to the gym. Or you're really inconsistent with watching, you know, chick flick movies. Or you're really inconsistent with, you know, taking long walks in a park or some shit, right? So on one side of the spectrum, I'm consistent with all these things. And the other side of the spectrum, I'm inconsistent with all these other things, right? So what happens is what happens is the difference is context. So I am consistent with things I like to do. I am inconsistent with things I don't really like to do. You get it? So the way I do one thing that I like to do is the way I do all things that I like to do. The way I do one thing when I don't like to do it is the way I do all things when I don't like to do it. So let's take this back to the guy with the $100 million deal and cheating on his wife. This idiot does not know the context, meaning he doesn't know that the guy, or he has no idea if the guy values money more than he values being with his girl. You understand? He doesn't understand this. So what that means is that just because he cheats on his girl doesn't mean he's going to cheat on you in business, because he may actually value business more than his girl. You understand? So basically, it's like this, right? So if I stepped on a cockroach, would you say, oh my God, Lucario stepped on a cockroach, so he killed that roach, so I would never hang out with Lucario because he's going to kill my whole family? Really? So because I killed the cockroach, that means I'm going to kill your whole family now? You see what I'm saying? So you're equating how I value a cockroach to how I value your family. Now, if we want to get all very you know, like objective and spiritual and all of this, you could say, listen, I value all things the same way, right? It gives the same importance or it's not the same importance, which is basically the same thing. Is meaningless, is not meaningless, whatever, right? But what I'm saying is you need to understand that person's, what they value and how they see things in order to actually realize why they're doing the things that they're doing. You see what I'm saying? So I'm sure you're not going to think I'm going to kill you because I stepped on a fucking cockroach. You understand what I'm saying? So just because the nigga cheated on his wife doesn't mean he's going to cheat you in the 100. Matter of fact, when you're doing business, a lot of times there are ironclad fucking contracts that you got to look over before you sign. Everything is supposed to be in its place, and then you do whatever fucking deal you're supposed to do with the fucking deal. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm just like, you know, being smart is very frustrating sometimes. I'm like, it's very, you know, I just have to step back and be like, you know, I gotta have patience. You see what I'm saying? I gotta have patience, but let's continue.
Taste. It's not on my list of priorities. I like to hang out with the boys. I like to do my thing, but I'm a digital stoic, brother. I got my sexual energy under control.
I think that's so important.
Yes.
I was speaking to Chris about this. Being in control of your desires, or actually choosing what it is that you want to desire. Because if you desire the wrong things, then you're naturally just always going to be unhappy until you get whatever it is that you want. I think Naval said something like that. He has a quote.
And living in the primal state, Everybody wants to live in the fucking and eating state. Like those are the two most primal states that you can be in. Fucking and eating. That's what most people just do all day. And if
Listen, there ain't nothing wrong with fucking and eating. Let me tell you guys something. So, shout out to David X. Some of y'all might have never heard of David X. I think he passed away a few years ago. And he was a coach, and he had a similar philosophy to ARC, where they were talking about direct game and all this other stuff. And I remember I was watching a video of his, and he's like, look, all we need to do is fuck, eat, and shit and sleep. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning that, you know, all of these other things that we do, right? It's just shit we do in society because, you know, we're a part of society and we sort of like, you know, like go along in this dance, but it's not anything that's necessary or anything that like needs to happen in particular. Do you understand what I'm saying? So like, meaning like, think about this, right? Let's say, for example, you for whatever reason, let's just give it like, let's say you won the lottery and you won a lottery that said you're going to get $10,000, you know, a month for the rest of your life or some shit. Right. And let's say $10,000 a month was enough for you to pay your bills and live pretty good. Right. So you could try to get $10 million, $50 million, try to get rich, try to build a bunch of businesses, do a whole bunch of extra shit, go crazy. And there's nothing wrong with that. But the point is, you don't have to. You understand? It's not even necessary. You see what I mean? Like it's literally not necessary for you to function in society by having to have all this extra shit. You don't need it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, if you want it, that's fine. But there's this idea or this thought process or this viewpoint of, wait a second, you're taking time out to watch Netflix. You're taking time out to spend time with a woman that you enjoy. You're taking time out to smell the roses. Nigga, fuck that. You need to be grinding, nigga. You got to be making $50 billion an hour. What are you doing, you lazy fuck? Don't you want to be successful? Don't you want to self-improve? Come on, man. You don't got a six-pack, nigga. You got to get yourself in the gym. You got to make sure you have negative 85% body fat, bro. Come on, man. Come on, self-improve, bro. Like, it's this thing where they're drilling this bullshit into your head. Like, wait a second. You're talking to women? How? Come on, bro. You should be making $1 million a minute. What are you talking about? You got to grind, bro. You got to be out here. Wait a second. You slept for 8 hours? You slept for 8 hours? No, you have to sleep for 5 minutes. Ridiculous, but let's continue.
it's not having sex, it's jerking off. Like it's the two biggest dopamine hits. There's more to life.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, sex gets old. No, it doesn't get old.
Oh,
some of the conversation.
Wait. Hold on. I might have to rewind that back a little because y'all missed it. He just told on himself. He just told on his motherfucking self. Listen to this. I had to rewind it. Luke, you told on yourself, buddy. Be careful. Be careful, Luke. You told on yourself, Luke.
Eating. That's what most people just do all day. And if it's not having sex, it's jerking off. Like it's the two biggest dopamine hits. There's more to life.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, sex gets old. No, it doesn't get old.
Oh,
some of the conversation. But at some point, brother, like
he said, sex gets old. Listen, let me. Okay. I want y'all to pause for a second. And I want y'all to think about how he fucked up before I tell y'all how he fucked up. I would love for y'all in the comments to let me know if you know how he fucked up before I say it. Let me know if y'all know. I'm gonna give y'all 15 seconds in the comments to let me know how he fucked up by saying that sex gets old and it's boring and all that other shit. He fucked up. He fucked up. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you how. And y'all might have missed it. Check this out. Check this out. Remember we tell you guys your language exposes you, right? Remember I said that language exposes you, right? This nigga just dissed his girl. Remember, he's only been with one woman his entire life. Based from what he said. He said he went on one date. He's been with this one girl the whole time. So if sex gets old and overrated and boring, who is he talking about? He's talking about his girl. Luke, how you going to diss your girl like that on the internet? That's not right. That's not right. You see, you got to be careful about what you're saying and understand what you're saying. Because check this out. If I always go out to eat, I always order food, and I go over your house one day and you cook me a home cooked meal, and I'm like, yo, this is the first time I've ever had a home cooked meal. And then I leave your house and I go out, and the next few weeks I order food, and I come back to your house next month, you cook me a home cooked meal. And now I've been over your house multiple times, maybe 7 or 8 times, and you're the only person in the world that has ever cooked me a home cooked meal. And then I get on the fucking podcast and be like, home cooked meals are overrated. It's not all that. It's kind of, I don't really like home cooked meals kind of suck. Who would I be talking about? You know what I'm saying? Who would I be talking about? So if he's saying sex gets old and it's this and that, he's talking about his girl. Man, Jesus Christ. Listen, Luke, do not show your girl this video because that probably went over her head. I don't know. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Do not show her this video. Do not show her the video that we're watching right now. Don't show her none of this shit. Turn her internet off. You see what I'm saying? Yo, how you do that? That's messed up, man. Damn it, Luke. Why you have to do that? Okay, let's wrap this video up. We almost done.
There's other things to accomplish in life, and that's kind of the things that I'm trying to pursue. So find a good relationship, find a person that allows you to live your life, that allows you to be you. Set the parameters that give freedom, but do it in a sense of respect, be loyal, have integrity, and ultimately understand where this idea of relationships or dating falls on your list of priorities. But if you're a broke motherfucker, bro, maybe you can't be chasing the women. Maybe you got to be chasing the paper, bro.
Yeah. You have to.
All right, let's replace chasing with pursuing. He's like, if you're broke, you should be chasing the paper. This is what I'm talking about. You don't need no paper to fuck with women. I'm gonna say that again. You do not need any money to fuck with women. So yes, you should be going out there and getting your paper. That's already a given. But what that got to do with what your money got to do with you fucking with women? What that got to do with anything? You see what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go to this next video real quick. Let me remove this video. And I'm gonna go to the next video real quick. And it's another video with Luke. And so this one is titled Why Luke Belmar Never Went on a Date. And I got my dude Fresh in the building. He's in the video. So shout out to Fresh. He's in a video with him and stuff. This actually looks like Fresh's it might be Fresh's crib or whatever. So this again is Luke Belmar, and I want you to pay attention to how he's talking about women and dating and all that other stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Let's talk about this. Let's go.
Looking for ass. Look at Andrew, right? As much as I think he's a G and as much as I think he's super intelligent, he invited a woman into his house.
Let's talk about ladies, because I feel like you guys, on some level, have your own way of thinking. Because obviously, Fresh and Fit, we have our own methodology of how we deal with girls. But Luke, I know you have a girlfriend, and Nate, I know you're doing your whole like to yourself thing. So could you break down what you do in a sense that you're cool with sharing to the audience?
Yeah, I mean, every relationship that you take on requires energy. Every single relationship that you have expends energy. Why? Because you have to give it attention. So the question is, what do you want to give attention to in your life? Do you want to give attention to women? Do you want to give attention to your business? Do you want to give attention to yourself? Like, what is it exactly that you're trying to satisfy, right? Now, just like any other dopamine pleasure, a lot of people are not actually chasing women. They're chasing the hit. They're chasing the dopamine hit that being with a woman actually gives them, right? So you need to be able to understand and level with that. That's the first part. The second one is it all has to do with your goals. My goal, it's never been my goal to be sleeping with girls 24/7. It's not in me. It's not what I desire. It's not what I like. I'm trying to be successful. I'm trying to achieve certain things. And women can become a massive distraction. Therefore,
again, see, and this is the part of it that is disingenuous. This is the part that I don't like what guys be doing, right? So he's saying that, it's not in me. I don't want to deal with all these women. But then on the flip side, he says they're a distraction. So is it you actually just don't really feel like dealing with women? Or is it you don't deal with them because they're a distraction? Meaning that it's not that you don't want to deal with them, you can't deal with them. Do you see what I'm saying? There's a difference. So meaning, if he said, it'd be different if he said, listen, man, getting girls is just like anything else. I'm choosing to focus on this right now. And then, I might choose to focus on them at some point, but right now I don't really feel like focusing on them. But his point of not wanting to focus on them was saying that it's not in him, like he doesn't care. But what it really is, and what it really sounds like, is he doesn't know how to deal with women. Because if you don't know how to deal with women, then women become a distraction. Do you see what I'm saying? So do you actually don't want to deal with women, or are you frustrated dealing with women and a way to cope is to act like you don't really want it? You see what I'm saying? We got to be honest here. And that's what happens with a lot of guys on the internet. A lot of guys come with this, oh man, I'm just focused on my purpose. And, I don't be approaching these women. I just wait for choosing signals because I ain't got time for all this. And women take up too much time, blah, 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 blah. But it's really, they don't know how to navigate in the situation. So they disdain the thing. You understand? I think they even talked about that in, what was the book? I think in the 48 Laws of Power, it was like disdain shit that you can't get, or disregard shit that you can't get or be a part of. So it's that type of thing where it's like, oh, well, what the real issue is I can't get women. So I'm going to act like I don't really want them like that. But the reality is I really want them like that, but I can't actually be honest and say, I just don't know how to get it. Right. And then therefore I'm telling on myself by saying, I think they're a distraction, because he's talking from his own experience. Do you see what I'm saying? So if they're a distraction, that means that you've allowed them to distract you. And the only way that you allow women to distract you is when you're a guy who doesn't have game. You see what I'm saying? It's that simple. But let's continue.
I'm trying to accomplish certain goals. And if you look at most billionaires are married to one woman. Yeah, a lot of them are degenerates. A lot of them go and do a ton of stuff, but they're not out here hosting 30 relationships. They're not on Tinder all day.
He said most billionaires are married to one woman. Duh, you can only marry one woman in America, as far as I know, right? But that does not mean that they're not fucking women on the side. That does not mean they're not paying for escorts. You understand what I'm saying? So he's trying to equate again. He's trying to equate. Remember I was talking about earlier. Well, if you want success, you have to not fuck with women. Because when you see billionaires, they're only with one woman. So if I want to make a lot of money, I can't fuck with girls. That's basically what he's saying. You see what I mean? And so a lot of times what happens is that guys push out these narratives, right? Because what essentially they're saying is, I want you to co-sign what I'm saying so I can feel like less of a guy who's a loser. Now, again, I'm not saying Luke is a loser by any means. I'm just saying that the mentality is that I feel this way. I'm in this situation. So if I can get a lot of guys on board with my situation, then it could validate what I'm saying. Do you see what I'm saying? It can validate what I'm saying. So I don't have to come to the truth and say, man, you know what? I desire other women, but I don't know how to attract other women. And because I don't know how to attract other women, I have a hard time doing it. And therefore, they become a distraction. You see what I'm saying? So if a woman is a distraction, that means you don't have any game. See, let me do the game. I'm gonna do the game math for you guys. You plus uncooperative women who distract you equal you ain't got no game. You understand? You plus uncooperative women who distract you equals you ain't got no game. It's that simple. There is no way in hell a woman can distract you unless you allow her to distract you. It's that simple. That simple. Let me show you how simple it is. Right? You tell a chick, hey, come meet me for a drink. She says, oh, actually, I would rather you take me out to dinner. You know what you do after that? Nothing. You don't text her. You don't call her. You leave her on red. Right? She's done. So at what point is she distracting you? Do you see what I'm saying? She's done. She's finished. She's gone. If you're on a dating app, you could just unmatch that woman. She can't even text you back. She's unmatched. How is she a distraction? You understand? Let's give another scenario. You say to a girl, hey, come meet me for drinks Friday. She says, oh, that sounds awesome. Friday comes. Hey, we still on for drinks tonight? Yes, absolutely. I can't wait to see you. Right? She comes through to the date. She's being very responsive. She is showing interest, sexual interest. Right? And you have a great time on the date. Where's the distraction? Where's the distraction? See, when the woman is uncooperative, you just get her out your life. No distraction. When the woman is cooperative, she's cooperating, which means she's going along with your program. No distraction. You see how that works? But let's continue.
Looking for ass, right? They're focused on building their shit. They're focused on doing their thing. And that's what I came to realize. It's okay. People can have their different opinions. They can have their different perspectives. But I think in the ladder of importance, chasing women, if you're not fully developed, if you don't have your family taken care of, if your parents are broke and they're struggling, like that should be the last of your interest.
What? Okay, again, we got to take away the chasing. Let's switch chasing with pursuing. So if my parents are broke, the fuck they got to do with me? What are we talking about? Now, I could help out my parents if I want to be nice. So wait a second. So I'm interested in going out on a Friday night to meet women, but I should stay home and not go meet women because my parents are broke and I gotta grind it out so I can help my parents. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Like, come on, man. He said, y'all said parent maxing, hilarious. That shit is hilarious. Oh my God, this is too funny. But let's continue.
Putting your parents in retirement, taking care of your family, making sure your health is in check, making sure you're healthy financially, making sure you're healthy mentally. That is the first thing. That's what matters most. After you can start adding all these other things into your life to supplement and make your life even better. But a lot of you guys don't even have the basics set in place. So what I preach, I'm not preaching don't do this, don't do that. What I'm saying is just look at your priorities, dude. If you're out here chasing ass 20, 30 years in your entire life, then I don't know, bro. Maybe.
Ah, man. Man. Listen. I'm gonna do an experiment. Okay? I'm gonna do an experiment. I'm gonna go like this, tap my head. Isn't this interesting how I can do two things at once? Isn't that amazing? How I can do two things at once? Isn't it amazing that I could do two things at the same time? Isn't it amazing that I could actually be existing and living and doing two things at the same exact fucking time? Isn't this awesome? What are we talking about? So you trying to tell me you can't make money and date women? Is that really that hard? Is that really that difficult? Like, I mean, I just proved to you guys you can do two things at once. You understand what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I was doing like three things at once. I'm doing a live stream and I'm patting my head and I'm patting my chest. I did three things at once. Amazing. Like, wow, did I just discover something? Is this something new I discovered that you can do more than one thing at a time? Is there like, what are we talking about? How are women so special that they get all this attention? Because why are women singled out as the thing that's the distraction? How come nothing else is the distraction? You understand what I'm saying? But let's continue.
Go do some other shit. And if this is what you truly enjoy and this is how you want to live, so be it, bro. It doesn't bother me. It's not going to affect my life. I just know that there's certain formulas to success, and one of the formulas does not entail having a ton of women. And
wait. Luke, how do you know? Okay. Think about this. Just think about this. Think about this. So Luke has been with one woman. So how does he know that having multiple women won't make you successful if he's never tried it? But I know somebody who has. This guy. I know somebody who's doing what he says can't be done. This guy. You understand what I'm saying? What are we talking about, man? Guys, stay away from women. You're not going to be successful if you're dealing with women. They're going to distract you and they're going to freaking drain you and it's going to be a wrap, bro. Really? That's interesting. But let's continue. All right, let's make
come to realize specifically is when you are highly successful, introducing women into your life that you don't know is a liability. It's a massive liability.
What? Yo. All right, let's continue.
Andrew, right? He invited, as much as I think he's a G and as much as I think he's super intelligent, he invited a woman into his house that ended up causing havoc to him, right? That he didn't know. that had a boyfriend, that had all this bullshit happen. Whereas if he didn't even have that woman in the house, he wouldn't have dealt with that situation in the first place. Right. So why would I put myself
women are liability, bro.
Right. So why would I put myself in that situation in the first place? It's like, I don't need to. Right. And I've talked to him. He's like, yeah, bro, like if you see him, he's like toning it down. He's got his girls, he's got his group, and he understands that, like you need to be protecting yourself.
I think he's talking about Andrew Tate, if I'm not mistaken. But see, he's like, oh man, you're bringing women into your space, man. That's a liability. See, it is a liability when you ain't got no game. When you don't have game, it is going to be some fucked up shit, because what happens is, like I said earlier, remember I told you how women will DM you because they know you got some shit popping and they trying to be a part of that shit. So if he's talking about Andrew Tate or anybody in that same type of situation, right? What happens is a lot of guys like that, a Dan Bilzerian, all these types of niggas like that, because they have no game, women are distractions and women are liabilities because these guys don't actually control their situation. They don't know how to deal with women. But let's continue.
If you don't know who this other individual is, you don't know what they're about, you know what they're up to, and you're trying to become successful, dude, your circle's got to be mad tight.
Yeah, I will.
Especially with the person that you're fucking sleeping with, dude, that knows everything
about you. I will say,
wait. The person you sleeping with knows everything about you? What? So hold on. Let me dissect this for a second. Because first of all, if a chick knows everything about you, then you ain't really that deep, bro. You understand what I'm saying? But let's just say, for sake of argument, we're talking about, like, if a woman is supposedly supposed to know everything about you, wouldn't that be a woman who's in your life in a long-term capacity? So if a woman is in your life in a long-term capacity, then shouldn't she have been vetted? Shouldn't she have been a woman who's earned the spot of girlfriend or wife or something like that? And if that's the case, then how is she a liability being in that position? And if he's talking about a short-term thing, how in the fuck is a short-term fling, casual sex chick know all these things about you? What are we talking about here? Let's continue.
There's time and place. You missed a very good points there. I do think, though, as a guy, you should get some practice in, just because you don't want to come into it where you have money, you're successful, and you don't know how to deal with women. Because the problem is, if you get money and status and power,
you can't be a dweeb,
and you can't handle women, bro, they're gonna destroy you regardless.
Shout out to Fresh. Fresh trying to be diplomatic and tell him easily. He's like, listen, bro, you know, niggas need experience. I see what you're talking about, but motherfuckers need some experience. But let's continue.
So I think you should focus on yourself first, 100%. Get your money down packs, get your mindset right, get your family in order.
Read some books on how to seduce. Read some books on how to, like, about women.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll get some insight, and then you can go and play in the playing ground and do your thing.
Here's my thing, and tell me if everything is right, just off of your opinion. I think personally, what you should do is focus on your goals first. So go to work, hit the gym, focus on your business, and then in your spare time, go have fun with girls. Because you finish all your work for that day or that week. Now, you know what? Saturday, Sunday, when I'm free on some level, not maybe the whole day, but maybe like an hour or two. You know what? Cool. I'll go on a date. I'll go get some experience and then back to work the next day or next couple hours. But that's my thing. Do your work first. Focus on your passion and purpose first. Then when you're in your spare time, you know what? Cool. Go out, date, have fun.
It's all about priorities, dude.
Yeah.
It's all about priorities, not only priorities, but also understanding that the energy this other person has. You don't understand who you're sharing and exchanging energy with. You don't know who this other person is. So you got to be careful, dude. You got to protect that shit. I know.
See the reason why he's saying this, right? Shout out to Justin. He said now he's siding up with Fresh so he doesn't sound ignorant. Exactly. Because all Fresh was saying was what I was saying earlier, is that you need to be able to have all of your situations in life based on your program to make multiple things happen in your life. You just put it under your whole situation. So Fresh was saying, listen, do your work, get that shit done, and then take some time out to deal with the women, just like you're taking time out to do all the other stuff. Like, this is not rocket science. But a lot of guys, what happens is that because they let women control them And because they don't have any game, this is why women drain them. This is why he keeps saying, but you got to protect your energy, bro. Right? What are you protecting your energy from when your energy that you're giving out or the energy that you're receiving in these situations should be situations that you orchestrated? What are we talking about? But let's bring it back a little bit, because I want you to hear him say that shit again. Hold on.
All about priorities, not only priorities, but also understanding that the energy this other person has. You don't understand who you're sharing and exchanging energy with. You don't know who this other person is. So you got to be careful, dude. You got to protect that shit. I know it's tempting. I know it's difficult, but like everything, it requires intuition.
Yeah.
You need to be intuitive. You need to be intuitive with the people that you spend time with the foods that you eat, with the people that you allow into your life. Just be intuitive. Just think twice, dude.
Yeah, because I'm very good at reading people very well, but the problem is that like I can't always be right. Like I'm never always gonna be right. So I can assume she's like this way, but I could be wrong. And like recently, they said a guy that's here in Miami, he invited a girl over, and she ended up calling people into his house when he was sleeping to kill him.
Wow.
So it's like you never know what someone's like.
Oh, and see, that's what I'm talking about. He said a dude was fucking with this girl, and she invited people over to his house while he was sleeping to kill him, which is basically her spending the night at this motherfucker's house. You see how when you don't have game, all of these accidents happen. But we already know that when you have game, this is what goes down.
Don't know accidents happen with motherfuckers that got game.
When you got game, ain't no accidents happen like that. Because how did the guys get in? She let him in while he was sleeping. How did she let him in while he was sleeping? He was sleeping while he had a chick in his crib. Or he allowed her to spend the night and he fell asleep and then she let them niggas come in. You see what I'm saying? You see what I mean? And they're going to be like, oh, you see, these modern women are draining you, bro. Or 469. 469. Turn your volume down. 469.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on, bro? Did you donate?
Yes, sir. To the Cash App.
All right. What's going on with you, man? Appreciate it.
Yeah, I love you and Miles' content, and I had a question about structuring multiple relationships, right? I think you're married and have a girl on the side too, or a girlfriend, and I've done that, but I've done this shit unsuccessfully, and I made all kind of mistakes, and so I guess I'm trying to figure out what are the other combinations. It's like, I don't like to use the word side chick. It feels rude and disrespectful. Even if that is what it is, I would call the chick that, right? So I guess what does that structure need to look like? Like, does one outrank the other? Like, do y'all hang out together? Like,
so wait, so let me ask you. So what do you want to happen in your relationship? What are you trying to do? You trying to be on some non-monogamous shit? Like, what are you trying to do?
Man, I really had an experience where we were like all three of us like hanging out in public, and I enjoyed that shit. I really enjoyed it.
Okay,
right?
So you want more like a poly situation with you and multiple women that y'all all kind of get together and do things together.
Yeah, here and there. I'm going to live by myself. Like, I don't need to live with them, but like, I want the ability to like me and my ladies were out together on the town.
Right. Well, the thing is and also I want you guys to know I'm going to be officially dropping the non-monogamous program at the end of this month or in the middle of this month, probably. But by May, it's going to be dropped. So if you guys want to get up on that to learn more about non-monogamy and how to do these relationships. So basically all you would need to do, bro, is the same concept of vetting still applies. You understand what I'm saying? So you would still need to vet both women in order for them to even get into the situation where they are that relevant in your life. So let's say, for example, you the first girl you met her, y'all been kicking it for like 6 months or whatever, and then a year goes by and then she becomes your girl, right? Now, let's say you tell, she becomes a girl. She knows, hey, listen, we doing the open thing, and I'm gonna see other women and so forth and so on. Right now, if you want the situation to be where you have another girlfriend, right? That's something that she needs to know before she even becomes your girlfriend. So before that girl, the first girl becomes a girlfriend, you need to let her know, hey, listen, I want more than one girlfriend. So at some point, I'm probably gonna have another girlfriend and you, right? So she has to be okay with that shit. That's one. Two, what happens is that when you find a new chick, right, you still have to vet her the same way you're vetting the first girlfriend. So the first girl shouldn't even meet the second girl until the second girl is becoming your girlfriend. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So you shouldn't be like, so basically what it is this is you're doing the same vetting process and all that other shit. You're just basically doing it with two women at this, simultaneously. You see what I'm saying? That's it. And then so at that point, once they both are your girlfriend, then at that point, y'all can walk around, do what the fuck you got to do and all that other shit. And then you have sort of the rules and the guidelines of what y'all relationship is and all that other stuff. And then you relay that to those two women. You see what I'm saying? But you have to have clear, communication as to what is and isn't acceptable in the relationship. You see what I'm saying?
And then, so do you have do you have any suggestions on the rules, like with their interaction between one another?
As far as what?
I don't know. So one of my big ones is I don't do disrespect, right? Definitely not towards me, but not towards one another either.
Yeah. So then that's the type of shit you would tell them. So everything that you want needs to be said. You see what I'm saying? In the situation, right? But understand this: what is said cannot have any type of basically what I'm saying is what's said or what the boundaries are or what sort of like the guidelines are in the relationship cannot be based on insecurity. You see what I'm saying? So you can't be like, hey, I don't want you to be, on social media because I don't want guys DMing you. Shit like that. That's not gonna fly. You see what I'm saying? Like your relationship's gonna go down the tube sooner than later. You see what I'm saying? Because anything you're saying or doing that's based on insecurity undermines your leadership. You see what I'm saying? Right. So you were saying that, but you were saying that there were certain things you were doing wrong before. What did you think you were doing wrong though?
I don't know. We have enough time to talk about all this shit.
Well, give me an example.
Man. Okay. So, So I'm learning recently through, you guys, you and Miles, that I need to be focused on doing what the hell I want to do.
Right.
Right. And it is not my responsibility to, keep a chick's emotions good. Like, she's a grown woman. That's her responsibility.
Right.
Right. So there was a situation where it was like, my girlfriend's birthday, and the wife, and she was in a different city, and the wife wanted to tag along, and it's like, fuck, how do I manage both of these people's emotions? Like, if I fuck her, she wants to be fucked because it's her birthday, and she wants me not to fuck her. And now looking back at it, I should have just been like, I'm going to do what I want to do.
So wait, so you had a wife and a girl?
Yes.
And your wife said she didn't want you to have sex with your girlfriend?
Correct.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. That's the issue already within itself, where you're any of the women that you're dealing with telling you what they don't want you to do, with your dick. Do you see what I'm saying? That's already a red flag right there. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yep. And a lot of it just came down to me trying to basically manage emotions versus saying, hey, this is what I'm going to do. And if you're not going to be in good spirits about it, then, we don't need to do this. Right.
And see, and that's the point of vetting. Vetting basically is before you become significant and have a title, the title I'm giving you is earned based on you understanding what it means to be in that title. So if your wife is like, oh, I don't want you doing this, that means that you haven't vetted her to let her know that that's not cool. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying, where anything you're doing, the women, before they become significant in your life, before they become, they have a title and they have a stay in your situation, they need to understand what all that means. You see what I'm saying? And if they're not down with it, so let's say, for example, just using your wife, for example, let's say you was seeing her, whatever, and then she's like, oh, I want to be married and blah, 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 right? And you say, hey, well, listen, while we're married, that I'm going to be seeing other women, and that it's unacceptable for you to be telling me about who I can and can't see. You see what I'm saying? So now if she understands that, then you go on and you make her your wife. And then what happens is that she understands that her not being your wife or you divorcing her is contingent on her making sure that she sticks to what that is. And if she doesn't, then it's going to be a wrap. You see what I'm saying? So basically what you're doing is you're teaching the women, this is what you do to stay here. This is what you do if you want to leave. You understand? Meaning, or I'm going to get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I like it, and I'm just realizing that like all this, I told Miles, I've never vetted a woman properly. Like,
oh damn, see,
right?
That's what happens.
So, yeah. So I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. All right, brother. Appreciate the call, man. All right, I'm gonna holler at you, man. All right, peace. All right, so guys, call in number 646-481-3901, 646-481-3901. So let me see what some of these questions are saying while we wait for some more calls. It says, do we project that game can bulletproof a guy from getting ripped off financially from a woman? I know it lowers the percentage, but a woman's self-interest will disrespect any guy. So again, what you guys have to understand is that you're not going to get ripped off financially from a woman because you allow a woman to be in a situation where she has access to your finances. See, this is okay. This is what a lot of you guys don't understand, right? Is that think about what you just said. A woman ripping you off for with your finances or using you for your money. What does that mean? That means that she doesn't really like you. If she doesn't really like you, why the fuck is she your woman? But the reason why she's your woman is because you don't have enough game to understand that she don't really like you. You see how that works? So because you don't have game, you can't tell whether a woman likes you or not. Or you can tell, but you still fuck with her anyway because you're insecure and you're lonely and you want her there anyway. So now when she does something to take your money or use you for your money, that's your fault because you allowed her to do this. Right? You either allowed her to do it because you didn't have game and you were unaware, or you allowed her to do it because you still didn't have game. You were aware, but you didn't give a fuck because you wanted her so bad. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is why we say,
don't know accidents happen with motherfuckers that got game.
You understand? Because if you have game, shit like this does not happen. Doesn't happen. Because check this out. If you're with a woman who desires and respects you and you're a consistent motherfucker, right? Even if things change, because years go by and people can change, you know what's usually not going to change is the fact that she has respect for you because you've been a motherfucking man 10 toes down for all that time. So even though shit might change where, let's say, y'all not in a relationship anymore, or, y'all might just be growing apart for whatever reason, or, y'all have shifted to, let's say you living with your girl, y'all go to a different city, state, or jobs change, schedules change, you have a kid or so, whatever the fuck. The foundation of her understanding that you're that motherfucking man is going to be the thing that's going to make her in this situation not be the type of woman who's going to do shit like this. See, a lot of times the reason why you guys are so gun-ho on this red pill shit and all these women, they're hypergamous and they're going to take you to court and they're going to do this and do that and do that and do this, because you're listening to guys who don't have game, who are not dealing with women who desire them. You're talking to guys who are dealing with women who don't have respect for them. You're talking to guys who are insecure and who just sort of follow women and do whatever the fuck the woman says. They're walking on eggshells. They're fucking complaining about women all the time. They're talking about, oh, she should have accountability. She should know better. And it's like, bro, you're the one who's leading. So if this is happening, you let a woman who don't like you right into your money. That's your fault. You understand what I'm saying? It's your fault. He said, are you saying the likelihood of a woman that's known to cheat on gym day, cheat on her job out of hours, won't cheat on her man? It's a pattern that you see of her style. Y'all motherfuckers don't get it. Y'all do not get it. Because you know why you don't get it? Because y'all don't understand context. Y'all don't understand context. So basically, by your logic, if a woman's at the gym punching a punching bag and kicking a punching bag, then that means she's probably going to kick and punch you, right? Based on your logic, because she's kicking and punching. So why would you be with a woman who's kicking and punching a bag? Because she might kick and punch you in the face, right? Right, Delaware? You see what I'm saying? because she's doing this in this context, that means she's going to do it in that context, right? See, y'all don't understand shit, man. This is why shit flies over your head. This is called surface level thinking. It's called surface level thinking. You understand? Surface level thinking. So, guys, you have to understand what's really going on out here, man. All right, let me see. Let me get this call real quick. All right, we're gonna go to 347. 347. What's popping? Who this?
What's up? It's Styler, D Money. What's up?
Oh shit, what's going on, man? What's popping with you? Did you donate though?
Yeah. Take a cash out.
All right, hold on. Is it me or you sound mad low? What's going on with you?
AirPods.
Yeah, take the air. Come on, man. Y'all already know this, man. Why y'all be doing this shit?
Nah, I'm moving my hands around. That's why.
All right, what's going on? What's your question?
Yeah, I was saying like the shit you were saying with that guy. That guy he probably just needs someone he need to get on your program because he need to learn. He need to learn how to like balance out doing what he got to do and vetting the women at the same time. Because like in college, I was so distracted because I had a girlfriend. Like I barely went to class. I always got her around me and shit. Like I didn't have someone to teach me like how to like manage my life while having a girl by my side.
Right.
So everything was fucked up. So that's what he need. He just need you. He need to get on your program, like the Bad Boy membership. He can learn how to do it.
I mean, I agree, but what's going on with you, man? What's going on with you?
I talked to you and Steve the other day about posting content every day. Is it cool if I like, let's say I like play the beat and like interact with people online and just post videos like that like every day? Is that like
you said just play the beat?
Yeah, like play the beat, talk about the song I'm gonna make.
I mean, you can do that also, but you still have to. So basically, when we're saying you got to make content every day, you have to get people aware of who you are so that they can invest in you as an artist. So yeah, you can have times where you do a live stream, you got your music playing in the background, you're talking about music or whatever, you're talking about what you're gonna do and all that other shit. That's cool too. But what happens is, what I'm saying is that you have to put music out on a consistent basis. You see what I'm saying? Like you should be writing and recording a song damn near every day.
Yeah, I write songs every day, but recording I can't record a song every day because I don't have my own equipment yet.
That's what I'm saying. And get you a credit card, go get you a Mac laptop. It has GarageBand installed in it, and get you a microphone for like, you get a microphone for like $100, $150 or some shit, and then set your shit up and start making the music, bro.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, what I'm trying to tell you is this, right? And this is the the part that is hard for people to understand. The reason why you're not putting in the work is because you see the successful people make it look easy. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like the successful people make the shit look easy, but the reason why it looks easy is because they're putting in the work. So for example, if you see an artist like I was talking to April about this other day, she was telling me how Taylor Swift would sing her songs while running on a treadmill. You understand what I'm saying? When she would practice her vocals while she's running on a treadmill, so that when she's on stage and she's dancing and running up and down the stage, she has enough energy to be able to do a full concert. Now, if you was to watch Taylor Swift do a concert, she makes it look easy, but it looks easy because she put in the work on the treadmill. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that you have to put in a lot of work on the back end to get to the point where somebody's gonna look at you and be like, yo, D-Money, his shit is popping and blah, blah, blah. And it's gonna, to somebody else, is gonna look easy, but they don't know the work being put in behind the scenes. Just like, for example, before I did this live stream, right? I was looking up a fucking topic to talk about. I found this video. I looked at this video. I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this video. I'm gonna take that video and shit. I had to watch both videos all the way through, think of the talking points, right? So what happens is that some of the stuff that I've said on this live stream was stuff that I thought about already before I even did the live stream. So now when I do the live stream, I already have the points from the video, the parts that I really want to emphasize. I already have it in my mind. So when I'm doing it, it almost seems seamless. You see what I'm saying? But I've already saw the video, but you don't know that because that happened behind the scenes. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. All right, man.
So yeah, you got to do that shit every day, bro. All right, so make sure you get that shit cracking. All right.
All right. What if I could perform in parties too, right? Like give videos and shit like that.
Yeah, everything, all of it. Film it all, upload it, post it, send it out. You feel what I'm saying? And promote it, all of that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
All right, man. Appreciate it.
All right, brother. Appreciate the call, man. All right. So let's go to, got some more questions here. So this says, when a girl says, let's get to know each other after meeting her in a bar and lip sing her, what? What's lip sing? Her, but then you ask her on a date and she says, let's talk more and get to know. Is that medium interest? Yes. That means she's not really that interested in you. Anytime a chick is trying to prolong the interaction and not going along with, what you're saying, she doesn't have high interest in you. You see what I'm saying? It said, I heard a YouTuber say if you validate women when approaching them, like saying you're beautiful, she will automatically look at you as below her. Is that true? No, it's not. It is not true at all. So what happens is, it's not about you saying to a woman she's beautiful and, complimenting her that makes her look at you as below her, right? What happens is that women generally will think they're better than you when you don't have game. You understand what I'm saying? So meaning that if you approach a girl and you are nervous, right? You're a little insecure. You're worried about what she's going to say and what she's going to think. You're fumbling over your words because you're too concerned about her response to you and all that other shit, right? That's the thing that's going to make her feel that you are beneath her. But if you're a guy who has game, a confident dude, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say to a woman and she's going to respond to it differently because she sees you're a confident motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? So what happens is, it's like this, like, let's say, for example, if a guy goes up to a girl and he's like, hey, hi, I'm sorry to bother you. I just wanted to come over because I thought you're really beautiful. And I just wanted to say that I think you're really pretty. And I'm sorry, I'm nervous. What's your name? Like, if he comes like that, then the girl is going to be like, this goofy ass nigga. Because what happens is that energy is telling her, this nigga, he's gonna if I was to give him pussy, he would call me 10 times a day. If I was to go out with him and then change my mind, he'd probably stalk me. You understand what I'm saying? If I was to even sleep with this guy, he'd probably be terrible in bed because I can tell based off his confidence in this situation, based off how he's going in the situation, that he is not the type of guy who believes in himself. Right? So now, same situation where a guy goes up to a woman, he could go up to the woman and say, "Hey, miss, how you doing? What's your name?" Jennifer, nice to meet you. Listen, I came over here because I was checking you out in that dress, and that shit turned me the fuck on. Listen, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to need you to take your phone out. You're going to put my number in that, and you're going to text me tonight at 7 p.m. And when I answer, I'm going to change your life. You see what I'm saying? Now, the guy came up to her and said she looks good and all that other shit, right? So you see what I mean? Like, if you're confident and you're having that interaction with the woman, right? That's the thing that makes her respond to you a certain way. You see what I'm saying? All right, so let me see. I said I joined the membership last night. Shout out to you. Dope so far. I sent an email about technical issues. Might be my phone, but can you get back to me when you can? Well, if you email us at itaxmediaservice@gmail.com. So if you email that there, then we'll get back to you and let you know what's popping off. But yeah, it's most likely your phone. You feel what I'm saying? So, you got to probably update some shit and get that shit popping. You feel what I mean? So this says, hold on. What does it say? If I'm at a club with my girl and we've committed and another dude asks to dance with her and she says yes, do I have the right to leave the girl if that was something communicated beforehand? Well, yeah, if you're out with your girl and for whatever reason, you told her not to dance with other niggas and she did it, then that's the issue. But the question I would ask you is, why is she not allowed to dance with other motherfuckers? Do you see what I'm saying? Because then the answer to that question is going to tell whether or not you're an insecure motherfucker. And most likely the answer is that you're going to feel some type of way about your chick dancing with another nigga, which means that you probably do have some insecurity, which means either way, you're going to lose that chick anyway at some point, because your insecurity is the thing that's going to make her walk away from you anyway. You see what I'm saying? See, there has to be you guys got to understand, the reason why is important. Y'all really don't understand. The reason why is very, very important. Right? So let's say you was out with your chick and a dude wanted to dance with her and you said, no, don't dance with that guy because I saw him on the news and I think that's actually the guy who's been killing women on the dance floor or some shit. You understand what I'm saying? Then that makes sense, right? But if you're like, well, I don't want you to dance because I'm scared that, these guys are going to want you. They're going to try to steal you away from me and blah, blah, blah. And that's not even what you would probably even say to her, but that's what you're thinking. You know what I'm saying? What was that Anthony DeMello book you recommend? Something about how to love. Is it the way to love? Yeah, I think it's either how to love or the way to love, one of those joints. But if you just type in Anthony DeMello in Amazon, it should have it there. It's like a orange book cover and shit, so you should be able to see it. You said, I know you shouldn't judge anyone, but anyone's choice to live, but you don't find anything opinionated to say about a guy pursuing women but having nothing and living in a shelter. So which guy has nothing and living in a shelter? Are you saying that like hypothetically, or were you saying that in a specific situation that I was talking about? You know what I'm saying? what I'm saying is in your life, you should make yourself the priority, which means that all of the things in your life are going to be happening in a way that benefits you. You understand what I'm saying? Because a guy pursuing women, but he's living in a fucking shelter, right, is just as bad as a guy who's making a whole bunch of fucking money but avoiding women because he's scared and he don't know what the fuck to do with women. You understand what I'm saying? They're both fucking up. You see what I'm saying? Is that, you said, there's a guy on YouTube that's homeless guy who lives strictly off women. Yeah, I saw that shit too. That shit's hilarious. You said, which one of your books is your favorite? My favorite book is this book right here that all of you guys should get. Go to MrLocario.com. My favorite book right now at the moment is this book right here. Looks Don't Matter. 7 Ways to Attract Women Without Your Looks. That right there is my favorite book so far. Make sure you guys go get that shit. Get it cracking. Go to MrLocario.com and make that happen. All right, let me see. Let me see some other questions. You said, I just purchased the Looks Don't Matter book yesterday. Where do I access the book? Hold on. I think you were that guy. Hold on. Let me see. You might be the dude who needs to. Yup. Okay. So Darian, it said that you have an e-check-in process, meaning that whatever you paid hasn't processed yet. So we have to wait until it processes to give you the information, to give you the stuff. So it says that it's still processing. So until it finished processing, we can't send you the information, the book or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it says it's still processing. So you got to check on your stuff, and it'll send us an email letting us know it processed. Once it processed, then we'll send you the stuff. It says, appreciate the info. I have a question. Yesterday, did you say it's rare that women will throw themselves at a good-looking guy? Is that to say ugly guy / game guys more? What? Is that to say ugly guys / game guys more? I don't understand what you're talking about. So you're saying it's rare for a woman who will approach themselves, a woman will approach or throw themselves at a good-looking guy. Yeah, what I'm saying is that it's rare for women to actually walk up to guys that they think are attractive and approach them and try to holler at them or be aggressive or assertive with them. Most of the time they'll give choosing signals, but it's rare that women are going up to guys in droves and making shit happen like that. That's not happening at all, a lot of the times. And it's also rare where a woman is just off the strength smashing a dude just because she's sexually attracted to him based off the physical. And usually those happen in certain circumstances where it's the right time, right place. So meaning, let's say a girl is, I don't know, at a party or something with her friends, and her friends are leaving and she's just kicking back and chilling with one of the person who's running the party or whatever. And she knows that person. And then a guy comes in late, and then she's like, oh damn, he fine as hell. And then they start talking and flirting, and he's like, yo, I live like right down the block. And then she'll smash him because she was sexually attracted to him based off his physical, and the situation just happened to be in, basically in going in that direction. You see what I'm saying? But what I'm telling you is, it's not a thing where generally a woman is gonna match with a dude on Tinder, and his first message is, hey, fuck me, here's my address, meet me at 6. And the girl's like, okay, and she jumps up and just goes. You understand what I'm saying? Now, does that happen every once in a while? Yes, that could happen. What I'm saying is that, does that happen all the time or lots of times? Fuck no. This is what I'm trying to tell you, motherfuckers. So a lot of you guys, unfortunately, The internet has caused y'all to be able to live in fantasy lands. This is why so many guys are so caught up or excited about choosing signals. Why? Because choosing signals is a fantasy land. Do guys get choosing signals? Absolutely. Do most guys get choosing signals? No. They're like, most guys have never had a woman give them a choosing signal in their life. So what the fuck are we talking about choosing signals? Imagine you're a guy who's never gotten a choosing signal, but you watching all these videos about choosing signals. Huh? Like, what are we talking about? Nonsense. That shit crazy. But let's see. So the girl agreed to come over Saturday, and then I said, "Are you down to ... though?" She said, "Yeah, I'm feeling the vibe. It can't be forced. Is that a charge?" Well, what did you say to her specifically, Rekka? You got to call up because I don't know what the fuck you talking about. So you're down to what? And then you said you have another question. Oh no, that was the same one. Let me see this other question. All right, let me take this call real quick. And Golden, the Looks Don't Matter book is an ebook, so you get it through the email. So it's a PDF, so I don't have to ship it anywhere. But 832 is popping. Who this?
Chilling. This is Jay coming in from Houston, man.
What up?
I think I donated everything to Lionel.
All right, so what's going on with you, man?
Chilling, man. Everything is good, man. People used to always think that I used to get a lot of girls based on looks. And I've noticed growing up that I never thought I was a pretty boy and like that. But I knew I wasn't ugly, and we have a whole lot of money. But I always knew that I'm gonna do my thing. I look good and whatever. But that was always my attitude. But I was a little quiet about it.
Wait, hold on. Are you on? Hold on. Are you on speakerphone or some shit? Like, what are you on?
I got this little headset in my ear.
Nigga, if y'all motherfuckers, why do y'all keep calling in with the headsets? I know y'all got to speak directly into the phone, man. Why do y'all do this?
Let me turn it off real quick.
Why do y'all do this?
It's my first time you say something about it, but I'll turn it off real quick.
Oh my God. Y'all motherfuckers.
Right,
yeah, go ahead. What'd you say? Go ahead.
Yeah. To make a long story short, I was reading some of the comments and stuff, and I'm listening to it. Women, I mean, I can't say all the time, but there have been situations where a woman, hollered at me or came to me or had a friend come holler at me, whatever. And I know a lot of the times, girls do like what they see or whatever. And I've noticed situations where they will play a little game or play hard to get or be like, what made you really want to talk to me? Like, sometimes it works as far as it flows naturally. And sometimes it's like the barriers where, like I said, what made you want to talk to me? What made you pick me? And I'm like, I just want to talk to you. Like, wasn't that hard to do? Like, why are you making it so difficult? But I was reading some of the stuff yesterday. I was just watching the video, man. And I'm not an advocate for looks and stuff like that. I mean, I think everybody got their own unique look. Everybody got their own perfect look. But I do feel like if you look a certain way, and you feel a certain way about yourself, that it will help you out though. It will help you out. If you think you're ugly and you walk with that ugly energy and walk with that defeated energy, then yeah, it's gonna be tough out there for them girls, man.
Right. Well, the thing is what you said was, if you think, that's the main thing. See, well, people so this is how deep the game is, which most people don't understand, right? Everything that you think, right, is, or I should say, most things that you think, because I'm gonna give y'all some credit, because maybe y'all thinking your own thoughts, but most of the thoughts you think are thoughts people put in your head. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, what you think is cool or what you think is not cool is usually you've been influenced to think something is cool or not cool based on society, based on people conditioning you, your friends, family, whatever it is. So what happens is that you're essentially telling people how to view you. but you tell people how to view you based on how you view yourself first. So if I think I'm the shit, then what's going to happen is I influence you to also think I'm the shit. But if I think I suck and I'm whack, then I'm also influencing you to see me as a guy who sucks and who's whack. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to tell with a lot of guys out there, is that you're creating the situations to make it more complicated for you, because you're approaching women, telling women, hey miss, how you doing? I suck. I'm a loser. You're out of my league. You understand what I'm saying? That's basically what they're saying by their behavior. That's what they're saying by how they come at the chick. And that's what they're saying because that's in their mindset. So then you influence that woman to see you the same way. So what happens is that there is no, like, if I say, you know what? I'm a cool motherfucker. I'm Mr. Locario. I'm the coolest nigga on earth and all that other shit, right? That's what I just said doesn't really mean anything, right? All it is that I gave it meaning and then I made you believe what I'm saying. That's it. And it happens in both sides. So I could also be like, man, Locario's the worst and he's this and he's that. And then I gave that meaning. I made it mean that. I attached that meaning to me. And then that's how you see me. So what I'm saying is that a lot of times the trouble most men have in the dating game when it comes to them not being able to attract women is because they've told themselves they're not attractive and therefore influence the women that they talk to and interact with to also see them as not attractive. So if you want women to see you as attractive, what do you think you got to do? You have to start seeing yourself as attractive, telling yourself you're attractive, believing you're attractive, knowing you're attractive, and then the women will also. That's how it works.
Yeah, no, I agree. You definitely got to have a certain type of energy, a certain type of confidence about yourself, and you don't always get them. And but you know, at the end of the day, if you feel good about yourself, that can make a girl who wasn't gonna fuck with you, she might turn around and come around with, like, you know, something else to say, and y'all can make something happen. But there was a situation, man, a long time ago, but it's coming, but not coming like this. I was in the club one time, and my guys had a section, whatever, but I was on the floor just, you know, going back and forth, getting drinks to go to the floor, look at, you know, try to talk to some girls, whatever.
Right.
And I came back to the section at this time, and this girl was in my boy lap. And so she had a dress on. So she was like in his lap, like, you know, not kissing, but her face was in his face, but she had a dress on. So I walked up, I said, hey man, so I pulled the dress down. She's like, what you doing? I said, your ass is showing. I was just putting your dress down. She's like, oh, you want to test something else? I'm like, nah, you ain't really my type. And she was like, what you mean I'm not your type? I'm like, you know, I like my type to yada yada. And so dick. I was just saying some shit so she can like shut up. And the girl was like, well, let me see what that's about. And I was like, wow. I said, well, shit, if you real, then let's go to the restroom then. And she got up, and I was like, one thing I've learned for me is if you, like, I'm a little fearless. You know, I've learned to be a little more fearless with shit and just be more fearless and just have fun with this shit. It's all fun. A girl gonna say yes, she gonna say no, whatever. But I've learned that a long time ago that the worst that can happen is they're gonna say no. So she came back to the restroom, did her thing. But I will say this, and I always agree with you, Locario. It's about, you know, your mindset. It's about, you know, your energy. It's about you having your standards. It's about you feeling good about yourself. You know, clothes don't really make you. Money don't really make you. It helps if you have a certain type of base, and that base should be yourself. But you know, to feel like you need to go get your face redone and whatever, that shit is wild, man.
Yeah, that's all crazy bullshit, man. But yo, man, I appreciate the call, my brother. I gotta get this one last call and we're gonna head up out of here, man.
No doubt.
All right, appreciate the call, man. All right, let's go to 647. What's popping? Who this?
Yo, what up, man? It's Recco.
Recco. So what's good, bro?
Yeah, I'm calling in on that question I left. But I was telling you, the girl agreed to come over Saturday, and then I told her, "Are you?" I couldn't put it in the comment, but I told her, "Are you down to fuck though?" And then that's when she said, "Yeah." She said, "Yeah, if I'm feeling the vibe, it can't be forced." So should I just charge that, or I haven't even responded to it?
Well, yeah. This is the thing. I would charge it to the game. because I only want a woman who's going to do what I want, right? When I want to do it. So if I know I want to have sex, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then that's the response that I want is her to be down for that. I don't want it to be, well, I will if. You understand? So if there's an if, then you can stay your if ass home. That's easy. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So the thing is that the things, this is what we talk about with shit being on your terms. So if I was to say to the girl, hey, listen, come over to the crib, and if the vibe is right, we'll have sex. Now, that's on my terms. So she can be okay with that and come through on my terms. But if I say, hey, I'm down to fuck, so I want to have sex with you when you come over here. And if she says, well, if I feel this way, then it'll happen, then no, then don't come over. You see what I'm saying? Okay. That's it.
No, I got you.
That's it. Got you. But you know you're gonna bring her ass over. Stop acting like you ain't gonna bring her over. Stop lying. You know you're gonna bring her over anyway. Come on, fam. Stop. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna do that shit.
Nah, but I wanted to say, I wanted to ask you something on what you and the other guy was just talking about, like on how you feel or whatever, or what you think, because like, and it kind of relates to what I was talking to you and Miles about the other day. But I noticed that like with the girls that remind me of the girls that I got that basically didn't look at me like shit in like middle school and high school, right? So I could pull those type of girls now. So when I get with those type of girls, even though I mastered my energy and my confidence or whatever, somewhere deep inside, I'm like still thinking about, like deep inside, I'm thinking about the type of guys that they really like.
Wait, hold on. You thinking about the type of guys a chick likes? What do you mean?
So what I mean is like, I'm thinking about, she probably want the grown version. So if it's 10 years later, let's say it was when I was 17, a girl rejected me. If it's 10 years later, she want the 10-year later version of the guys that she rejected me for, that I used to see them fucking with.
What are you talking about?
If you get what I mean.
What are you worried about? Some shit that happened in fucking junior high school. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
That's what I'm saying. Like I go back to this. I go back to remembering the same type of girls that remind me of back then. When I fuck with them, I'm always kind of feeling like I don't deserve it or something, or like.
So that means you still stuck in the mentality you had when you were in grade school or high school, junior high school, and that's causing you to have issues with women now, because for you that probably was some sort of traumatic type shit which you've been carrying all these years, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So you
can't get past it.
You probably need some therapy then, man. Because I'm like, if you're really thinking that deeply on that shit, bro, you definitely need some therapy, man. That's crazy.
Because sometimes it's like I start thinking like, oh, if the girl knew, or if the girl was there to see who I was back then, she wouldn't want to fuck with me or something. Like I start thinking like that, and then I start feeling like I don't deserve to be fucking with her.
Oh my God, nigga. Why do you put women on a pedestal like this?
You saying I have them on the pedestal?
Yeah. Cause what is so special about the chick that you're trying to deserve her?
No, I'm saying I don't deserve to get what I want.
That's what I'm saying. What is it about you that make you feel like you can get what you want? Like what's wrong with you?
I don't even know.
You see what I'm saying? So there's something deep inside your mind, bro, that's making you think this. And that also explains why you put up with a bunch of bullshit from women, because you're seeking validation, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
But there got to be a way around it other than sitting on somebody's couch.
No, you might need to. You might need to though. You feel what I'm saying? Because you see, this is the thing. I feel like it's part of you is aware of it. So because you're aware of it, that's a good thing. But at the same time, right? It's so deep seated that on a subconscious level, you don't even realize that you're doing this. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Therapy could probably help you with that. So, but what I'm saying is that this is why you keep running into the same type of situations and you feel in the same type of way because you're holding on to that shit from fucking junior high or high school or whatever. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
Right.
I got you. Thank you, man.
All right, brother. So yeah, try to seek that therapy, man. I might help you out, man. I appreciate the call, brother. All right, last call for real. 516. Who's this?
Hey, Mr. Carter, it's Ruben. I sent the donation.
Ruben, appreciate the donation, brother. So what's going on?
Hey, everything's good. Yeah, I had a question, like especially like when you're dating a chick, like I made a mistake of like spending a night, and now I guess now she's like she's looking at me as boyfriend material, but I want to know like how could I backtrack from that, or do I have to eliminate? I mean,
wait. How do you figure she's looking at you as boyfriend material?
I mean, she's cooking me food and stuff.
Oh, nigga.
Yeah.
How long you known this girl for?
2 months now.
2 months, and you spent the night how many times?
A few times.
How much is a few?
I say like 4.
4 times in 2 months?
Yeah.
God damn. How many times you smashed?
Mad times.
How many?
Mad times.
Nah, I need a number, nigga. What you mean?
Maybe like 20.
20 times in 2 months? God damn. Nigga, when's the wedding at, man? Am I invited? Like,
Cool.
This is your soulmate, bro. Oh my God.
Keep going.
So what's happening right now then?
I mean, everything's cool, but I kind of, I still want to like, date other girls and stuff like that,
Wait, so why are you not dating other girls?
I am, but I guess I got too close with this one.
Yeah, but who's stopping you from dating other girls?
No one.
So then what's the issue? So just go date other girls.
Oh, okay.
See, this is what your problem is. You've gotten way too deep with this chick. She's taking up a bunch of your time, correct?
Yeah.
And now y'all got into a rhythm where if you break that rhythm, she's going to feel some type of way and it's going to cause a rift in your situation, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly. I know, because ain't no way you spending the night all these times and fucking her 20 times. You basically her boyfriend. So, bruh, how often do you see her in a week?
Once. I try to make it once a week or twice.
Ain't no way once a week. You said you fucked her 20 times. How you only seen her once a week?
No, like it's about like twice usually.
So twice a week.
Yeah.
Nigga, how long you be hanging out with her? How long you stay over the crib, or she over your crib, whatever?
Like a day.
Like the whole day?
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro. Are you serious?
Yeah.
So you be spending 2 whole days out the week with this chick?
Like one day. Like
nah, come on. Tell the truth. Listen, this is how you get help. Don't try to sugarcoat nothing. Tell us the truth. You spend 2 whole days with this woman.
Like I spend the night and then I leave in the day.
Oh, so you spend the night and then you. But how long you be over the crib though? That's what I'm saying. Like, what time do you get there?
Like in the evening, like let's say 7 o'clock, and I leave like probably like the next afternoon.
Oh my God! So you there damn near? Yeah. Okay, and so how many times you hit it raw?
Nah, I don't hit it raw.
So you got condoms every time?
Yeah.
Okay, so then if you seen her twice a week, there's 5 other days out the week. How come you not seeing any other women?
Just out of convenience,
So you basically just chilling and smashing this chick and calling it a day.
Yeah.
And now what, you getting tired of the pussy?
Nah.
Okay, so why all of a sudden now you want new chicks, but before you didn't?
I mean, it's just more consistent, I mean, but I do, I just want to, I'd rather like, experiment with like new chicks and stuff,
So then just do that. Nothing's stopping you, bro. You what's the issue? Ain't nothing stopping you? Were you scared? You scared you're gonna lose this chick?
Nah.
So then what's the issue?
Nah, no issue.
Yeah, bro. Just listen, man. Stop cupcaking with these women you just met. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just have some sex, hook up with them, have fun, and all that shit. Take all that non-sexual attention very slow. Like, stop spending the night, seeing her 2-3 times a week and shit. You gotta stop that shit, man. It's only been 2 months, man. You know what I'm saying?
Should I just like tell her, I should just end it, or should I
Bro, there's nothing. Listen. You've ruined it already. So either one or two things gonna happen, right? You're gonna pull away, and she gonna feel some type of way and text you or call you like, "What's up? How come?" Blah blah blah. And then you have to tell her it's a wrap. Or if you do deal with her, you're gonna probably just keep dealing with her how you've been dealing with her, and then she's gonna expect you to be her man sooner than later. And then when you don't want to be her man, you're gonna get some drama. You see what I'm saying? So your best bet, in this situation is you would need to cut this shit off immediately. But again, you might get some drama coming your way. I'm just letting you know that right now.
Yeah, I feel you.
You see what I'm saying? So stop at all this cupcaking at the beginning, man. Just like chill the fuck out, bro. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Appreciate it.
All right, bro. I'm hollering. Peace. All right, let me cut these phone lines off real quick because you're about to wrap this shit up. Hold on, let me see something. I think we had some more questions real quick. So it says, can you break down game on a chick who says, if you love me, send me money? Bruh, that means she using you, my nigga. Stop. Get out of there with that shit. Why do I feel negative emotions when I see women that I am interested in? Is it the past negative life experience that culminate in that? Eduardo, are you going to therapy? You need therapy, my brother. We spoke on this before. You got to go see a therapist first. Recently moved back home with my folks while I find a new spot and lost my flow. Is it worth me driving all the way to the city for new dates now, or should I wait till I get a new spot to date? Wait, so you said you recently moved back with your people, your folks, so you can still date while you're looking for a new spot. This is what we're trying to tell you the whole show, is that, you don't have to go and where are your people at though? Because you're saying this, you're making it sound like there's no women in the area. Maybe there's not. Maybe it's like a smaller area. Who knows? But you can date wherever the fuck you at. And then at the same time, look for a new place. You see, I'm telling you guys, you can do two things at once. It can happen. It can happen. You feel what I'm saying? You can, and this is the thing. When I say that you can do more than one thing at once, what I'm saying is that in your life, right, you can make room and time and space for multiple things to happen. It's called time management, right? So at any one moment, you're probably focusing and doing one thing, but once you finish that one thing, you move on to the next thing. So you can save up some money for your new house or whatever, and then also date, also go to the gym, also work on some shit that you're working on. You could do all of the shit. You feel what I'm saying? Don't let these guys out here fool you into thinking, man, chicks are a distraction. They're gonna distract you from everything in life. It's like, nope. Like, niggas need some game, man. But listen, man, appreciate everybody tuning in. You feel me? I will holler at you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing the Friday show, 4:15, me and Miles. So make sure you guys tune in. All right. So that's pretty much it. I will holler at y'all later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm going. I'm out.
I was thinking, I fucked up by even acknowledging y'all bitch niggas. Keep your mouth shut when you speaking to me. Your bitch is sleeping with me. Nigga, I beat it for free. She said you needing a fee. All that I'm being is me. Niggas be sleeping on me, so what they'll be dreaming of me. These bitch niggas is my groupies, they try to be just like me. I like coochie, they act like LGBTQ dudes be just putting extras on it. Like movies, I like Tootie, Kelly Bundy, I like Rudy. When she got older, that bitch bad, I like Judy. From Family Matters, she did porn, I like Tootsie. Topanga getting smashed, her lips was quite juicy. Facts. I'm sure you could tell I'm an 80s baby. Yes, sir. I fuck so much I should have 80 babies. Yes, sir. Only lady I call babies my lady. Any lady that'll play me is crazy. I was thinking that it gotta be hard for y'all to recognize that I'm that nigga and that y'all not that nigga. And that you'll never be that nigga. I slap a nigga in his fucking face and watch his mask fall off. He's a fucking fake. He's a fucking snake. You don't get bitches, you take pictures with prostitutes, nigga. Give me a fucking break. These goofy niggas on the internet, they be all into that. I'm where the winners at. Niggas be losing, that's why they trying to prove they getting that's wondering who I'm fucking. Your girl and tell you I'm hitting that. Niggas be like, yo, he's different. Just cause I ain't say your name don't mean I'm sneak dissing. Let's be clear, I'm dissing you, but I don't want niggas to know your name, my nigga. Keep listening. You're a nobody. You hear no probably. From every chick you know, you want nobodies. That's how you like them hoes. Had me on your show and acted just like them hoes.